So the NBA has now announced that they are fining James Harden for $100,000. This is actually insane. This is the highest fine that you can even give to any other player. Like when I first saw this news, I had to quickly go to Google, and yeah, $100,000 is the max fine the NBA can give. So the NBA is actually taking this serious, and the reason they're fining him, of course, is because his comments that he made against Daryl Morey, calling him a liar, and also saying that he wouldn't be part of an organization that Daryl Morey is on. Now, obviously, and according to Shams and Woj, the reason why they fined him is not because he called him a liar, is because that he basically publicly requested a trade, and apparently that's in violation against the rules. Now, $100,000, that is pretty crazy. I can't lie to you, but apparently that's part of the rule book and everything. But the whole situation is kind of just crazy, because I was just thinking that maybe James Harden would not be on this team anymore and he would actually be getting his way. But after this happened, it is now, in my opinion, it is now looking like James Harden's going to be staying for the Philadelphia 76ers. Because if he were to request a trade and the 76ers fulfill the thing, I think the NBA would cancel that just based on him getting a $100,000 fine. There's no way the NBA would look at that and say, yeah, we're going to let that go through. So the almost 100% guaranteed likely thing to happen is James Harden stays on this team. And going back to what really happened, we did get reports saying that James Harden, the reason that he was mad and called him a liar is because Daryl Morey kind of, promised him that he would quickly work on a trade, and that just didn't happen at all. But for him to even say that is kind of crazy. But I think this just overall, this whole thing is just kind of overblown. Like $100,000 for that, kind of crazy. I mean, obviously that's like $1 to James Harden, but just wow. And then you got Daryl Morey, which in some ways the man is kind of a finesser. Daryl Morey kind of is a scammer. Like you gotta look at things from both sides. I think that Daryl Morey, I think the man is not a good GM, if I'm gonna lie to you. I think a lot of these GMs are kind of overrated. Daryl Morey is like, he hasn't done anything for this Philadelphia 76ers organization so far this offseason. So that's kind of where I stand on things. I think that Daryl Morey needs to act quick on getting some kind of deal for the Philadelphia 76ers. Obviously, they're not going to get a James Harden deal, but they need to probably increase their roster. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not doing too much this offseason, and I can see why some of the stars are mad at him. But yeah, I don't. To be honest with you, I don't understand why James Harden would even want to request a trade in the first place. He would probably go into the Los Angeles Clippers. He wouldn't win anything over there. But then again, maybe it's just something more personal. Maybe there's something way deeper behind the scenes. There has to be, because there's no way he would just want to leave it seems like his buddy Joel Embiid. Like this doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, that's kind of where I feel on things. $100,000 is absolutely crazy fine. I didn't even think that was possible until now. Like, wow, that is actually crazy. With that being said, that's kind of where I think on this whole situation. It's your boy Josh Archer. Not forget to like and subscribe, turn on post notifications. Just check them out.